Hold on. There's somebody at the house.
Hello?
Hold on.
You hear me, Commander?
Pop this door, we got a fire in there, yeah.
I walked over. There's smoke coming from the second floor east.
Hey, hello? Hello?
What's the code?
What's the code? There's a fire here.
You got to be kidding.
You have the code? We're going to break the door if not.
No, we're gonna break it.
Are you there?
What's the code?
Hello? Are you there?
Yes, you have the code for the box.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I don't have the code. I mean, my realtor has it. Let me call my... Yes, I can hear you. Let me call my realtor. I don't have my code.
All right, we're going to have to break the door. There's a fire here.
Yeah, Joseph's phone number. Okay, I'm calling the realtor.
Damage on the doors. It looks terrible. What? It just looks so bad. Damage up and down here. Are we allowed to go up there? Yeah. Okay.
Very emotional day. Had an opportunity to come to our home in Illinois, and the damage is just unbelievable. I'm emotional. This house is a total wreck, garbage. Gotta get replaced. So, yeah, I need a minute. I'll pick you guys up later. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, JustKhandi, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, welcome back. So, as y'all can see in the intro,
this was one of my main stressors that I have been going through. Remember, I kept telling you guys that, you know what, I'm stressed out, I'm overwhelmed, I got so much on my plate and this, that, and the other. Well, this right here is like the main thing. So let's take it on back. So you guys know that I am new to Texas, and I moved here from Illinois, and that we moved here in October of 2021. But we had a house in Illinois that was under contract, which we were thinking that it was going to sell by the time that we got here. But check this out, y'all. The people that we were under contract for decided, oh, well, you know, since it's an older home, we want you to guarantee for any repairs for the next 24 months. Y'all already know, I told every realtor, absolutely not, and go ahead and rip up the contract. So the house sat on the market empty for a long time. So we were like, okay, so my realtor was like, you know, why don't you go ahead and put a roof on it? Because eventually it's going to need a roof probably like within 5 years or so. So we were like, okay, cool. So my realtor hooked us up with this company, and this company will go ahead and front the money for the roof, and then we just pay them on the back end. So we was cool with that, right? No upfront costs. So we contracted with them in November of 21, I want to believe. November 21 or something like that. So, you know, my house back in Illinois is a flat top roof, so there's no shingle, there's none of that. So they subcontracted to someone else because that's how they run their business. They're like the main head, and then they subcontract, you know, for people to come out there and to provide services. So that was all cool and everything. So, you know, they're working on the house, and keep in mind, I have a Ring video so we can see, you know, people coming in and out the yard, this, that, and the other. We can see all of that, right? So we got all that on tape. And so my husband and I were just laying around, you know, was watching TV, we laughing, you know, stuff like that. And then as y'all can see that one clip, I'm like, wait a minute, you know, the house is on fire. So yeah, y'all, the house was caught on fire. So what happened was they were tarring, I think they were tarring the top portion of the house. And you know, when you're supposed to tar and torch, whatever it is, you're supposed to stick around to make sure that there's no, you know, flames, no fire, nothing. So I guess homeboy said, nah, I'm done for the night. Because if you look at the videos, we do have videos, and the videos him working at night, and it's like, why are you tarring at night? You know what I'm saying? So when the fire department showed up, as y'all saw in the clip, you know, I didn't have the lockbox number. So I'm fumbling and rumbling, you know, trying to call the realtor and trying to find everything. And by then it was like, you know what, ma'am, forget it. We about to go in. So the portion of the house that caught on fire was like the soffit part of it. It was like only like a, you know, like so big or whatever. But the damage came when the fire department came out there and they had to get in. So y'all saw the man banging on my doors, right? All that was, you know, was brand new. Well, actually, I renovated the house back in 2019, so it was pretty much, it was still new to me. So the fire department did all that damage. Everything that you've seen up in there, that was the fire department. So no offense to the fire department. I mean, I know y'all got to get in there and got to do what y'all got to do, but y'all wrecked my house, okay? Y'all wrecked my house, but it's all good though. It's, you know, I'm good. So as you can see, I was very devastated. Like in my, when we went to go see it like some months later, because the contractor was out there to be able to get in there and start doing some stuff. And so come to find out, because it was an older style home, when they ripped up all the flooring, they ripped up like the original flooring. They started ripping that up, and there was asbestos. Now check this out, y'all. If you knew it was asbestos in one place, how come y'all didn't rip up the whole entire floor to see if asbestos was any place else? So to make a long story short, I felt like the contractor was trying to delay the project because he wanted to get more money from the insurance company. So it was like a tug of war going back and forth. And as you can see, you know, we got caught up in the middle. You know what I mean? We got caught up in the middle. So later on, you know, as the insurance company was giving me checks, I was sending the money back over to the contractor. So I never missed a payment. Every check that came in, I gave to the contractor. So now we're coming to the conclusion part. So check this out. So the last part that I owed was like $36,000 and something. So in April, was it April? Yeah, in April, I got the check, the final check from the insurance company, and I did what I did. I went to the UPS store, went there, and had the check to be to send out to the contractor. So I'm not thinking of it because, you know, in the past we sent out the checks, everything was all good and everything. And then all of a sudden I get a notice from the contractor. It's like, you know, hey, you know, have you sent out that payment? We're like, oh yeah. Because anytime I send out a payment, I always give them a tracking number. So you had tracking number. All I had to do was just pull up to see that it was actually sent to the UPS store and that, you know, you could track it. So with that being said, y'all, why the UPS store lost the check? The UPS store lost the check. Y'all gave us a tracking number, but you lost the check. So you can't tell us if the check was sent out, if the guy picked up the check and took it out. Y'all don't know what y'all did with it. So in the meantime, me being me, because anybody that knows me, I pay my bills. I don't like to owe nobody, right? So I'm online with the contractor. I'm like, hey, you know, I sent out the check. You know, here's the check number. You know, you got the tracking number. You know, just work with me. Let me see what I can do. So this got to like around April 23rd. Yeah, around April 23rd. He was like, well, if you don't pay me my money, I'm gonna put a lien on your house on the 25th. Excuse me? How you gonna put a lien on my house and y'all ain't even finished with it? They still had some last minute stuff they needed to do. They didn't put the handles on the door. It wasn't there. And keep in mind, you guys, I do have receipts. Okay. I have all the text messages. I have everything. I have all the receipts, okay? All of them. So at this point, I'm like, look, man, I just need you to work with me because we now have a buyer for the house. And me, I'm thinking, okay, if the title company sees there's a lien on it, I don't want to, you know, I don't want no problem with the closing and I don't want to scare off this buyer because, you know, she really wanted this house. So we're going back and forth and back and forth. I'm like, hey, just work with me. I'm trying to figure out where I can pull this money from, you know, until this check is found. UPS is doing good by trying to work with us, you know what I mean? Trying to check and everything. So Lord and behold, when my son, my daughter-in-law, and the baby came, I gotta look at the dates on that. The check showed up. You heard what I said? The original check showed up, right? So during all that, this man was sending me nasty text messages and, you know, you're not paying your bills and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, all this old kind of stuff, right? And I'm trying to tell this man, I've been in contact with you from day one. I never tried to not pay you. You know what I mean? I never did that. And again, I got receipts. So then come to find out when my lawyer pulled the title, it's called pulling title, something like that. Remember when I said, I owe this man $36,000, $600? Guess how much he put a lien on my house for? $80,000. So at the end, he was trying to screw me. You hear what I'm saying? How you go from $36,000 to $80,000? You can't even come up with a number to say why you owe that. What I should have did was contact the insurance company and say he's doing insurance fraud, but I ain't gonna say all that, okay? I'm not gonna give y'all the insurance, my insurance company name at the time. I'm not gonna give you guys the contractor's name because I ain't even trying to go there with that. I'm not. So we ended up, he ended up going in and removing the lien off my property. And right now the house is contracted. And by the time you guys see it, it may have closed or it's on its way to be closing because we had a couple of dates in closing with the buyer, which I'm cool with it because I got a good solid offer. And yeah. So that's one thing I've been stressing about. I know y'all been saying, well, girl, you ain't been on no vacations. You ain't been doing no major shopping. You ain't been doing none of that. So let me tell you a little bit about me. So when it comes down to money, I make sure that everything is paid and I make sure that I'm not spending money just to be throwing money. I'm not going to do that. Now, could we have taken vacations during this time? Yes, we could have. Could I have did some high-end shopping? Yes, I could have. But I'm always erring to caution to like, okay, well, what happens if something major goes on, you know, with the house? Like it did, because check this out too, y'all. I had a guy that was going out there cutting the grass, right? And I'm paying him. He was sending me pictures. I think it's cool, cool, cool. So I get a letter from the city saying, ma'am, you ain't cut your grass and you got a court date coming up. Excuse me? Like, nah, I've been paying this guy to cut my grass. So when I got a picture of it, I'm like, oh my God. This man has not been cutting my grass. And guess why, y'all? And it's just my theory. My realtor called and said that, did you know that the patio door was, the glass was broken? I'm like, what? I'm thinking that the man was cutting the grass in the backyard and he must have ran over a rock and shattered the grass, and then he gave me the deuce, like, deuce out, girl, I'm gone. And I would have known because I'm not at the house. So I had to end up paying, was it like $650 just to have that glass replaced? Now keep in mind it was a double pane, so it was only the outer pane that was broken. So I was still cool and, you know, protected, like nothing can come up in the house because, you know, the house is empty or whatever. So that was an issue. But once we get this house sold, we'll be able to, I'll be able to do more things like go back to the shopping, and we got vacations planning coming up. I know we're going to Hawaii. I do plan on going to Mexico, still trying to work all that stuff out. But yeah, so that's one of my stressors that I've been going through. And I know y'all been like, girl, we want to see it. We want to see, you know, you in action. We want to see more of you. I know y'all been saying we want to see more of you, more of your life and stuff like that. And y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it. So I know it's been a while since I put a video out, but I just wanted to come back with you guys and just be honest with y'all. You know what I mean? This is something I've been weighing on my mind. And keep in mind, so we contracted November of 2021. The house is supposed to have been done in March of 22. Yeah, it's done in March 22 as far as the roofing. Y'all, the roofing didn't get done because the house was under construction till like April of 2023. So all this time we've been carrying the house, paying mortgages, paying utilities, plus paying what we paying here in Texas. So we've been doubling up. We have been doubling up. So I'm so glad that now that we've come to this long journey, I could be less stressed. That was one of the major things, like I said, that was just holding me down. But I had to come clean and tell y'all what was going on. So I had to be honest and come clean. That was the biggest thing that was weighing me down. So now that everything is completed, like I said, I don't know if this video is going to be done. I don't know if the house is going to be sold or closed on by the time y'all see this video. If not, then it'll be another closing day or whatever. But I thank all of my candy canes for being so supportive of me. Our subscribers are going up, our viewing hours are going up, and I am so happy. And y'all, I got over 4,000 views on my swimsuit, my first Shein swimsuit. You guys really loved it. My second video is doing really well as well. So obviously y'all want to see more of that. Okay, and I'm gonna give it to you. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to another vlog with me. Thank you guys for being so patient and understanding, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget that notification bell so when videos are coming out, you guys will be the first one to view it. And yeah, we are on the right foot. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.